So today we are fitting a Rhino roof ladder to the Fiat Ducato, and I thought I'd do a quick video of it. I wasn't going to do a how-to, and it's not really going to be a how-to, it's just going to be how I'm kind of doing it, and I'm not going to do it step by step, but I thought it'd be quite useful to point out how it should really be fitted, because I see various people doing it online, and sorry, but they're doing it wrong, and it's not their fault. I would have probably done it that way as well until I kind of worked it out, what was supposed to be going on, because the instructions are useless. But anyway, I'm going to quickly walk you through where I'm up to so far. So just a quick recap of what I did there. Put this solid plate here against the curve there, mark the holes, drilled them through with an 8mm, widen them slightly just to make sure, because they actually M8 bolts, but they went through easy enough. Attach the foam to both sides. Then attach this bar on to here. Torqued it down to 12 Newton meters torque, and that's that bit done. So of course this is a low roof one. If you get a high roof one, you get a slightly different bracket here, and it kind of fits on the next level up, the little strip that you have up here on the high roof ones. So this is tailor fitted curves for that. So the first one is you put that on, you mark it, you drill it. For some reason people, when they see this bracket here, the top bracket, because it's got 4 holes in, they're drilling 4 holes. I don't know why they would do that, but they have, and then they've had to refill them. So it's just 2 holes, nice strong bracket, and it's going through this lip, so it's not just on the thin bit here, it actually drills through this stronger bit, so it's quite firm there. So once you've got that on, the next thing I did was offer the ladder up and work out what holes you want to put these brackets in. Now another little thing is, on the instructions it shows that the brackets go this way around with an A and a B as you're looking at it this way. On the bottom it's opposite. If you do it the wrong way, and I'm pretty sure this is where people are going wrong, you end up with this bracket high up here, and people are drilling 13mm holes and all sorts and wondering why the holes are too big. This here has to sit low down like that, because they supply these dowels, and these dowels come through the outer skin here and through here, so you're drilling the outer skin and you're drilling here, and that's gonna sit in between there, so when you tighten it up it doesn't crush anything together. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong with it. They're just attaching to this thin bit of metal up here. And to be fair, I nearly did that as well, because I hadn't quite worked out what they were trying to say on the instructions for this, but just sat and studied it for a while before I did any drilling or anything like that, and made sure I was doing it right. And I'm pretty sure I've got it right doing it this way. Once you've got your top one on and you put your brackets on the side here, I then attach it up onto here, pull it off so it's nice and far away. It's like a slotted hole here. I've got it as far this way as it can go in case anybody with big feet tries to get in. And then attach your bottom bracket. Now that needs to be tighter, and that's as far as I'm up to for now. So I'm going to crack on with that and I'll let you know how it goes. So the next thing I've done is tighten these, not fully tight, but tight enough so that nothing's moving around. Same with the top, and then just kind of level it as best you can. I don't think there's any point in putting a spirit level on it, because the suspension, even if you're on flat ground, you could have more air in one tyre, you could have a spring that's sagging slightly. So for me, what I've done is I'm looking at this line and this line, stepping back and just eyeing it. It looks pretty good there. So now it's fairly tight, I can come down here and then just make a mark, the 4 marks I need here. Then I can move this out the way and get drilling. Right, because these aren't super tight, I just lifted that out the way so I don't have to undo it all. Got my marks and I can drill. So I'm using a step drill. It's supposed to be 9mm, but this doesn't have 9mm, so I'm just at 8mm, and I'll just use a bit of file to move that out a bit. I just put a bit of tape on so I know how deep I need to go. And we're doing the top ones first, so these ones first. You might not be able to see this. When you're drilling metal, it's always better to drill slowly. So once they're drilled, I'm going to do a quick test fit, chuck them in, lines up perfectly, check my marks are the same, and I'm going to just stick the drill in from here, just so that I get it right, if I can. Yeah. This is plastic, so it makes drilling this bit quite easy. Now I've got my perfect marks. Right, as I do not have a 13mm drill for these bottom ones, what I'm going to do is drill these out to 10 first, then put the 10 in, drill through to get my marks on the other side. Then I can use drill from the other side as well. Right, change of plan. I don't think I can use the 10mm. It'd be a bit of a struggle putting that through there, so I'm going to just try and put a smaller one to start with until I get my hole through the other side. Unfortunately, this one's hit right on one of the plastic clips that hold that on. Typical. Right, so when you see this side, you can see my first hole and then my second hole, and the second hole, you can't see the first hole there. Can't believe I caught the clip though. Never mind. So what I can now do is put the step drill in here and make this 13. Same with that, 13, and on the two outside ones. Then I can put the crush tube through there. So the next thing I did was stick the two neoprene gaskets on the back. So that's the long bolts through in the bottom. You can see the crush tube there, so when you tighten it, you've got a really good fixing, and it doesn't affect the thin metal, the pressures on the crush tube. This to go on here. This one doesn't need a gasket because it's inside. A lot of people think that they're missing a gasket, but you just don't need a gasket on that one. Put a gasket on this one, helps with the waterproofing. You've already got gaskets on the other side. No water's getting to this one. So this time I've stuck the neoprene gasket onto that first, so I can just put it on there. Just makes life easier. So that's it, essentially on, all tightened up. In typical fashion, I've lost one of the nuts to go on the end of this bolt coming through here. Looked everywhere for it, and typically I haven't got one, so I can't quite finish the job. But I'll get one of them tomorrow maybe. So you're left with this. Probably have to, well, I will have to cut these off, just either grinder through them or hacksaw through them to bring them down a little bit. As you can see, back plate, this one's obviously not on properly because that's the bolt I'm missing, nut I'm missing, sorry. It's all seems pretty solid. I'm not going to stand on it at the minute because it is still missing that. In hindsight, two things though. One thing I would have definitely done different was stick these neoprenes onto this before I put it on, because as you can see, I've left a gap by mistake along here. So what I might do is just run some silicone along there, and I'm definitely going to put some silicone into here because there's a clear path through here into the back of the door. So I will put some black silicone over all these bolts on the outside. But yeah, pretty much it. Looks good. Happy with it. Like I said, I'm not going to stand on it until I get that in there, but that's it. I hope you enjoyed that, found it useful.